Can 5G or fifth generation of mobile telephony spell the decline or a slow death of mobile apps, or worse yet, mobile phones themselves? To help answer this, let's look at whether the market and mobile phone users actually want 5G at all, or are they happy to remain at the current fourth generation of mobile telecommunications? Just how strongly do consumers feel it is worth paying extra money for the 10 to 100 times faster speeds of 5G to the telecom companies? Do they feel 4G LTE speeds are more than sufficient for their data needs? One report noted that the US telecom service provider Verizon dropped its plans of charging its customers an extra $10 per month after launching commercial 5G. At the time of that report, no other US service provider was charging their 5G customers extra either. This meant that operators could not make any extra money from 5G when selling it for consumer smartphones, despite the money they invested into launching the technology for 5G. But how can mobile phones stay super important and relevant in a 5G world? Part of the answer lies in how a 5G-enabled mobile phone can make life safer for humans. The average reaction time for humans to a visual stimulus is 250 milliseconds or 1/4 of a second. If you're driving a car at 100 kilometers per hour, it may travel between 7 and 28 meters before you pull on the brakes. 5G has a latency of 1 millisecond. So, a self-driven car at that same speed can react in 1 millisecond to apply brakes. This means the car would roll less than 3 centimeters before stopping. 4G provides latency of 200 milliseconds, which is lower than the 250 millisecond reaction time of average humans. But it's not considered good enough for a self-driven car scenario. So if you have a mobile phone app that is related to self-driving cars, for example, that app may have to run on 5G. But if your app deals with, let's say, computer vision with less stringent latency requirements, it may very well run on a 4G phone. Software and systems designers and developers may be wondering what this means for them. The good news is that we are in an era of machine learning and AI in which mobile phone apps are going to power hot but not so hyped opportunities like computer vision and IoT, no matter whether mobile phones stay in 4G LTE or move to 5G. Hey, this is none of that generative or ChatGPT buzz, but still relevant opportunities. If mobile phones move to 5G, the most important thing that will impact mobile apps would be latency, which is the delay between sending and receiving information, and not so much the higher network speeds over 4G or the ubiquity that 5G promises. The mobile phone that changed our lives forever was in the center of mobile network generations, right from the first generation in 1979 to the fourth generation long-term evolution or LTE in 2009. It was kind of a peak for mobile apps for streaming, gaming, social media, etc., when they benefited from doubling of data speeds in 4G LTE. In summary, the point I'm trying to make is that whether mobile phones stay on 4G LTE or move to 5G or enter a hybrid world, mobile phone apps will need to gear up to cater to diverse machine learning and AI use cases, such as computer vision and Internet of Things or IoT.